What's up, YouTube family? Welcome back to the channel and thank you for dropping by for another video. My name is Josh and I'm just your average Joe day trader. It's Saturday, October 4th, and today is the launch day, best day trade stocks. The ones that are best day trade stocks that I have done 30-day moving average, 50-day moving average, 200-day moving average, my new 20 over 200 moving average. I've trended it over 30 days. I trended over a 5-day range, 30-minute chart. I have done the support and resistance on it to understand its levels over many days and have identified these stocks for me as the best day trade stocks to get in and out of on a daily basis if you want the best opportunity to make some money. Now, what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to go over with you the list from prior, which was the September list, and introduce to you on the same page the October list. And I want you to see the ones that I have removed and the ones that have been added. Now, here's the thing about the list, and I'm going to pull that up for you right here. So here is the list. Now, this list here is the best day trade stocks for October, and it's going to probably run a little bit into November because we're going to have a lot of things happening in October. We've got tech earnings, big tech earnings like APLD on October 9th, right? There's some big company earnings coming this month that we probably will allow this to run further into November. And then on the right side here, I have got the AJDT best day trade stock lists from September. So this is the new list for October. This is the old list from September. So first thing I want to do is kind of go through the list with you. I'm going to show you on the September list, what stocks did we remove? And I'll give you a little bit of the history why. On most of them, some of them I just didn't feel there was any volume or enough energy to consider it a best day trade stock. That does not mean that it is an incredible company. It doesn't mean that it's a great stock for swing trading, for longer holds, for long-term investments. That just as far as day trading, getting in and out every day, these were not the ones that I felt had the best movement or give you the best opportunity. So first cut off the list was SharpLink Gaming, SBET. Again, didn't really feel it had the momentum. It had some really incredible days, and then it had some really rough days. So I'm looking for the stocks that give you the best volume trends in the day, intraday, up and down within the day, and SBET did not have it. Resolve, RZLV, and you know that a lot of folks made money in Resolve last week. I know that I lost money in Resolve last week. I lost $200 because I played their earnings, and I didn't cash out. I was up, I think, close to $300 in profit. I didn't take profit when I saw profit. I went against my own strategy, and because I didn't follow my own strategy, I ended up putting $200 back into the casino. But I know that some of the other group, some of the Discord members did get back in at a $5 range, $5.05, somewhere around there, rode it up past $6.40-something, made some good money. If that was you, congratulations. WULF. Now, WULF is one that I'm very close to this one. It's kind of personal for me. The group in the Discord, they love WULF. They trade this thing all the time. They know the levels. Matter of fact, the way I know APLD, and I could spit off support and resistance lines and about the company and what they're doing and what's coming and all that. I've got one of the guys that all he lives for is WULF. And it broke $12 this week. We were waiting for it to break 12. It got up, I think, $12.15, somewhere around there. Came back down. This one's going to probably break 12 again. We're waiting to see that. And based on charting and the technicals, we're seeing that it's getting ready for a bit of a breakout. But it's a slow mover, not a day trade stock. Slow mover, not a day trade stock. BMNR, another great one. Bitmine Immersion Technologies, great company, but not for day trading. Rocket Labs is on fire right now. Matter of fact, last week, they made it all the way up to $52 or $53 a share. They were coming out of a cup and handle formation. The handle consolidated, and I missed my entry. And next thing I know, I went from 48 bucks, 47 something, all the way to $52, $53. I missed it, waiting for a pullback, but Rocket Labs is an incredible company, great long-term investment, but not a great everyday day trade stock. RKT, same thing, not a great day trade stock. and SMCI, Super Microcomputer. I love SMCI. I think they've got a lot of life left in them, but not for day trading. That brings us to the new list. The new list, and you're going to see some names on here that you have seen before. And they're ones that I had removed from the list because the trending was not right, but they're back. So let's start with first on the list and stays on the list, Open Doors. ONDS stays on the list. QUBT and its brother or sister, QBTS. Those two quantums are back on the list. Those are performing unbelievable. I've actually made a lot of money in and out of QUBT and QBTS. I was before. Well, they're back on the list. Cipher Mining, CIFR, stays on the list. Rigetti, RGTI. I'm going to tell you right now, not financial advice, my opinion, that RGTI is ready for an explosion. This one is going to rock it, and it's going to rock a lot of people's world. So keep your eye on it, trend it, track it, and see if you like it. IREN stayed on it, loving IREN. APLD, of course, APLD is going to be on there forever. Even if all of a sudden I don't like it anymore, it's still staying on the list. Sorry, but APLD, Josh loves APLD. Sunrun Energy Run Company back on the list. QS is new on the list, but man, I've been talking a lot about QS and made some good money in QS this month. SMR, New Scale Power, is just having an incredible run. Very good stock, a little bit pricey. And then these 5 stayed. They're not going anywhere. Same on the old list, same on the new list. Robinhood, Palantir, AMD, Tesla, NVIDIA. Now, I will tell you, a lot of you are thinking right now, oh man, Palantir, take it off the list. Listen, a little bad news doesn't cause a company to go bankrupt, all right? Palantir did have some bad news. Apparently, they're working with the U.S. Army. They had set up some of their systems. There were some flaws to the system. They're working on fixing the flaws, and they will move on. So maybe a little pullback's good. Go ahead and pull it back. There's a lot of people selling out, running for the hills, protecting their money. Seriously? It's Palantir, okay? It's Palantir. Look at the history. Look to the left on the charts. They've had ups and downs, so they'll get through this bit of news. I'm not concerned. This is a very long-term hold trade for me in my long-term portfolio, and I'm going to stay with it, and it stays on the list. AMD, Tesla, NVIDIA, all incredible. QBTS, I already mentioned, is back on the list. Lucid Group. Now listen, Lucid Group is one that people sort of are feeling a little bit misled, I guess I would say. And probably feel right now by me saying Lucid Group. Why is Lucid Group on here? Okay. It's part of the EV market. They make electric vehicles, the Lucid vehicles. They're really cool looking cars. I like them. And here's why they're on the list. First of all, they have really good daily performance. They do run up and they run down. They're a little bit easy to chart and read. But let me tell you a little bit about Lucid Group. If you don't know where Lucid, LCID, Lucid Group comes from, they're out in Saudi Arabia. This is basically the Saudis' idea of electric vehicles. And they have built them and they've created them. So look at Tesla, which now our Saudi friends are in partnership with Tesla. Think about the amount of money that Saudi Arabia has, okay, with the kings and the princes and all that going on there. And you make some decisions on it. But it's on the list. HIM stays on the list. SoFi stays on the list. Lyft is new on the list, LYFT. And you know that I've got some options calls that Chris Sain called out for January 2026 and January 2027. Waiting to see what happens. I think they're a $15 strike, an $18 strike. We'll see how they run. But Lyft is also an incredible day trade stock. I love the trend and the flow. And then Intel, INTC stays on the list. So here's the list. Here you are. I have already released this to the Discord group and to the membership, the members, the elite and the first tier members of the channel. They've already got the list. They've been charting it. They've been looking at it, sending me questions, asking me about different levels. They've had the list. So if you want to be part of early access and get the list early, then hit that join button, okay? Hit the first tier, join it. You're going to get a lot of the things I send out that I don't send out to YouTube. I don't put on videos, a lot more information. Also, if you want to join the AJDT, the Average Joe Day Trade Discord group, and be part of that as we grow that from the bottom up, then you got to become an elite member. You got to join the elite member and become part of that so you can be in there. I'm in there in the mornings and texting, communicating back and forth with the group. We'll probably at some point start to do some morning live stuff on the Discord group just to kind of watch the market open and have some dialogue about it. But you know, hit the join button. Appreciate if you consider it. And thank you for being here. Listen, if you're brand new, first time being here, thank you and welcome. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit that notification bell. I really appreciate you being here as we continue to grow this channel. We're at, I looked this morning, 1,720 subscribers. Welcome and thank you. And God bless you. Thank you for being here. Looking forward to seeing you all. If you join us tomorrow night, Sunday night, 7:45, we'll start right about 7:55 for the live, where we're going to watch the S&P 500 open with the market at 8 p.m., gap up, gap down. Be with me, and you'll be able to ask questions in the chat and share some opinions, drop some comments. I'll answer some questions. You might throw some stocks in there. We'll do some charting and look at some of the Average Joe Day Trade stock lists for the strategy, my box strategy, etc. Anyway, hope you're there. Have a great rest of your weekend. We will see you tomorrow. Josh out. Peace.